Good morning, ghouls. It's me, Soleil, here in front of you today to make your wildest dreams come true. Especially if those dreams involve watching me play more Pokemon trading card game online content. So, just another disclaimer, a short little one here, that I'm still practically a new player to the Pokemon TCG. I enjoy the game a lot, and I believe I have all of the basics down, like all the basic rulings and interactions and how to play the game. I feel pretty comfortable about. But I doubt I have even 100 games on the game yet. So any content that you see within this video is going to be content indeed. I ask you to bear with me if I do any more silly spells like our last time, but I'm otherwise very excited to continue on with it. We are going to be today playing with the same Hisuian Lilligant deck that we played last time in our last video because I wanted to spend a little more time with it as, well, one last hurrah with Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. As, I don't know if you know this yet, but as of the time of this video being uploaded, Pokemon TCG Live will be live in countries that the Veil has access to. So I have plans for a little bit more of a party over here on TCG before we move over fully to live. And the start of that was going to be just playing one more game here with the unedited version of our very first Hisuian Lilligant deck that I enjoyed immensely. I still like this deck quite a bit overall. I just love Hisuian Lilligant. I love Shaman, Gardenia's Vigor. And while the deck has gone through another pretty large overhaul with all of its supporting mons that I will also be showing off here soon, this basic skeleton that we've been running with and those three cards in particular are always going to remain in them, and they are very dear to me personally. I have a lot of fun with it. So it's not the most high octane competitive list that you could throw together for something like this, but it is one I like, and you know, that's really the heart of trading card games. So, and if you haven't noticed yet, the giant encompassing Spigotito hoodie just fully devouring the entirety of my visage today. We are using an asset provided by Dracont Knight on Twitter as well as Ko-fi. Information will be in the description below. I'm very thankful for it, and I'm very, very excited for Scarlet and Violet. So I was already looking for things to throw together for our big anniversary bonanza on Scarlet and Violet's release date here soon, and I just couldn't resist also breaking this out for this Pokemon TCG hurrah. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy me, the Witch of the Veil, and I cannot wait what we're going to encounter today. Let's go ahead over. And alright, ghouls, we have our first game here against Duffy Charlotte with the Zacian box cover. I hope this is not yet another Zacian deck because, as we well know, we won the game that we had against it before, but Steel does resist grass, which tends to put us in a position where we fight through fire and vim to stake our... I can't put the hecking Minccino down. Okay, so we're just starting off with the Minccino here. Quick Ball, also good to find anything. Double Gardenia is good. We can actually put down a... See what our opponent has. Flying Pikachu, Money, Double Turbo, Avery. Is this the Flying Pikachu Arceus Shell? I think we might be okay against this. If nothing else, we're hitting neutral, and this deck is very good at surviving large hits and just trading and scampering back and forth like that. Again, it's a bit of a dance. The deck's name is Blossom Dance for very good reason, and I love that aspect of Hisuian Lilligant. So I think what we're going to do here, once they allow it to be my turn, is we're just going to Quick Ball, probably throwing away the boss's orders here for Hisuian Lilligant, and they were amazed and overtaken by my tactical prowess, so we will be jumping into another game here. Time Leap Spell. We're here again on our next game with Mix Slippy. We won the coin flip here. Going to go ahead first. Always good to go first if you can pick one. You can't use a supporter or attack on your first turn, but it does let you set up your evolutions a bit faster, which is a pretty big deal in my opinion. Especially in a deck like this where all of our big tackers are going to be evolved forms like our V-Star. We can also use stuff like evolving our Applin to scoop it up off of the bin slot here. Moving into his Hisuian Zerok deck. Okay, this is quite a good one. see what we're going to do here. We're obviously going to have to use this grey ninja. I'm trying to see what I want to do otherwise. So we'll level ball out here. What's our deck looking like? Cricketot and Cricketune is alive. And Valuable, Flapple, one Cinchino is stuck in Eternal Prison. One Lilligant Visa. A Turfields. We have our other gardenias in our hand, and yes we do. Oh, Raihan. Overall, I think we're fine. I think we have all of our energy available as well. So nothing game setting. We're just gonna pick up our Minchino here, so we have a little more search next game, but I am going to use the Grey Ninja. See if you can draw anything more. Quick Ball. Probably discarding the Clara, so we can pick up our Hisuian Lilligants. Let's go. She dances onto the battlefields. And we are just going to end it here, hoping that they might not have what they need to one-shot our Applin, but if we lose it, it's not the end of the world. So we have no energy on our fast turn, which is a little sad. Our acceleration is going to be pretty slow here, just because we had to ditch that one to get going with Green Ninja. Wouldn't have been valuable to put it on anything we have on the board regardless, as we wouldn't have been able to get this Hisuian Lilligant until then. Whenever it puts a bench Pokemon from their hand onto the bench, deal 2 damage. So Hisuian Lilligant Hisuian Zoroark rather, just wants their board to have damage counters on all of their Pokemon, so it can hit you for 14 million damage, which is what the V-Star version when evolved into does. It hits for 50 for every bench Pokemon, but he's just going to Void Return here. Hit us for 30. We can actually start doing this though, meaning we will be able to attack us with Hisuian Lilligant this turn, as long as I use Star Perfume first. Finding a Flapple here. Another Hisuian Lilligant V. And I need to make sure that we have... I need to make sure that we have 3 energy. So we're using our V-Star power. We pick up all of this. So now I can... Vigor. Nice. And we even got another green here, so I can capture out... Apple Drop onto the Zoroark here. Pew pew. Move this up. We can put a capture energy down here actually. Keep these for future gardenias. And then we can get our... maybe our Cricketots onto the boards. So I'm going to capture out the Cricketots. And I don't really want to put anything else down here. Just in case. Setting up another Hisuian Lilligant could be good. Just in case. We know our other V-Star is prized. We can actually get away with using a Grey Ninja here. Pushing one of our energy now that we didn't need to put one down for the capture. Really set up well for next turn. Actually, I'm going to put this Lilligant V down. Takes a little bit of damage, that's okay. Then we're just going to parallel spin. Put this back into our hand and we get the knockout without any further ado. So we take that game. I'm gonna be honest there. I'm a silly little witch after all. I forgot the fact that that was just going to kill him. I was thinking about the V-Star health, not the V's, but he did not evolve his Zoroark that turn, obviously, because it was his first turn going second. This does just mean that we can jump into a third game and see what we can close out the night with. So goofy. I love this deck so much. So we're going again against our opponent. As soon as they load into the game, they are training a bunch of numbers. So I do feel a bit of fear in the recesses of my abyssal soul. We do lose the coin flip. Maybe that's what I was expecting to feel. We're going to put down the Applin here. We're also going to put down our Shaman, but we open the Battle VIP pass. So I overall am not too worried about our opener. Against Pincurchin, Pokemon's gonna activate his damage by an opponent attack for 3 coins, but 3 damage counters for each hit. So he's a little bit of a stall strategy here. I wonder if he's gonna play something like a Rocky Helmet too, and we're just going to hurt ourselves every time we hurt him. So we're going to try and one-shot him, which is possible with his Lilligant V, but before we even do that, we need to make sure that we get our little guys down. So Lilligant V, our Cricketot is prized here. Our Cricketune is not. Let's see. We have our Flaffles. We priced the one Applin as well. We have both of our Lilligants and our Vsauce, so as well as our Shaman Vsauce with the V that we have, which is really good. I believe a level ball is prized. All of our Gardenias though, and we obviously have a Professor in hand, a boss's research is prized, and no energy. One capture energy is prized. So overall, we're actually in a pretty solid position here, I would say. I just have to decide how we want to play out the start. We already have an Applin on the board here, and we're probably going to Pokemon's research, a Professor's research this turn, just due to a lack of other options. Unless I just grab the Greninja. This is a bit of a risky play, but I'd really like a little more acceleration. So before we research, we're just going to get one of these away, which you would have had to discard for the research anyways. Put the Taffy down. Put an energy on the Lilligant V, as well as our choice band. Then we're going to have to discard this handoff anyways. Alright, we get our Zarude V. Not going to do anything with that just yet. Actually, because we have all of this set up next turn. I'm just going to quick ball out the other quick ball. I don't want to get rid of anything in our hand just in case. But I can put a Minccino down. We can evolve it off next turn. Other Applin is prized. I wasn't able to pick it up to replace out this one. We're just going to wait out our turn. It needs 3 to hit. And I don't believe I'm feeling too much acceleration from Pincushion here, so we might be okay just to sit like this. And then next turn we'll be able to Vigor into a full Hisuian and Lilligant Visa, swap it in by grabbing the Flapple with our Turf Fields, which we had to play earlier in the turn, if you remember, because we researched, so we couldn't just leave it in our hands, even if we weren't going to use it this turn. And I didn't want to use it this turn, just in case, I don't know, some sort of Marnie. There wasn't really an idea for it either way. We could have picked up one more Grass Evolution, which might have been prominent, but I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference here. They Adventure Discovery for 3 Pokemon Woo, and they put on a Mary. So there is acceleration once they get Faffy on the board. Oh, and it's a Raikou V. Very cute. With more Pekka as well. I really like all the little Pokemon they're showing off in this deck. So we do get to knock out the Pincushion on our turn, which hopefully we don't take too much damage in response from it. Again, we couldn't get our Kricketot set up, which would have been my ideal here, just because it is prize. But we draw the Cinccino, we have the Flapple, we have the Gardenia's Vigor. We're going to pick up our Flapple from our deck here first, so I can use it, put it back in, and we, again, don't have another Apple in our deck, so if possible, I would like to draw it. So this gets one shot anyways. Let's see. We'll pick out this 20 to 1 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, or do 150. And Raikou is the draw cards, and does 21 damage for each bench Pokemon. So this is a bit more scary to us. We're going to wiggle him down just a little bit here. Put in... Oh, Neo, I forgot we had the Gardenias first. Okay, just another little silly spell here. Not the end of the world. Maybe we'll even draw a way out of this. Put it here. Make do. We might lose this. I think this is the point where we get rid of Zarude, because we're not going to be putting him down here. The Lilligant V. Guess if we thought we were going to draw another one, I could have just done it that way. I'm just going to move this down here. And I'm going to quick ball the Clara away to grab a Lumineon for next turn, maybe. Or if assuming this gets knocked out by the Pincushion, we're going to keep, and we're going to use Rhyhorn next turn actually. So we're just going to grab the Applin here. Set the Applin down, and then we can pick up and get another Flapple for a bit more pain in the future. With Star Perfume. Maybe next turn. We just don't need anything more right now. This is on me for forgetting. I went through one play in my head, which is make sure we put the Applin back in the deck so we could draw it off of the Vigor or get it back after that. But I definitely should have gotten these Vigors fast, so we'd be able to swap in the fully powered V-Star. Discard a pinch Pokemon. We're just gonna get rid of the Radiant Greninja here. Obviously, we didn't get rid of our Lapland because it's the only one we have, and we're not getting rid of Shaman or Lilligant Visa. We do give up the Cinccino Pinkerton, which makes our Rhyhorn live. And we have the grass in our graveyard. You swap in. So Visa is up now. I can grab this for another Flapple. Obviously, they don't seem to have too many ways to get around the field spell unless they have one of theirs available. So play down the Flapple. Now, do I make the Shaman V-Star more live here, don't I? Yeah, we attach a Gapsy to Shaman here, and then we can search our deck for anything we might want. Let's see. So we knock out the Pincushion here, which is really good. Or that's where all of their energy is. They're going to get energy a bit more because of Dynamotor from their Flappy. So they are going to be able to make 2 damage attacks live, which makes me think we don't want to play any more bench Pokemon. So we take less from the Raikou when it goes in for the Lightning Rondo this turn. So we don't need to pick up the Shaman V-Star. I think we just pick up Lumineon V. And then next turn I can grab... Maybe I just grab the Gardenias if I want the Gardenias in there. I think that might be the answer. Yeah, I think we just grab the Gardenias. Yeah, my idea was getting Lumineon V to grab the Gardenias for us next turn and be a bit more malleable about it, just in case like we draw into it and we want to find something else. But again, we don't want to be playing more onto the bench here than we have to, and we're actually going to use our Flapple as well. Shuffle that back into the deck. And do I start Perfume here is the answer. See, because we did that, I can put another Hisuian Lilligant V down, which is going to be really good for our future play as well. I'm not worried about the additional 10 damage. We'll be taking that. See, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. This Raikou V is never going to be able to knock out the Lilligant V-Star. And I want to make sure we can evolve it next turn if necessary, which means I don't know if we need to do Star Perfume. We're just going to parallel spin until we figured out what else we want to do with this coming bold states. And it failed all 3 flips, meaning we take no additional damage from that and we get our Pikatots. Very good, girls. I was scared that. I realized actually if it rode 3, it would be doing 90 plus the 160 from Raikou here, which is, as we know, a number after those are added together, which is actually 250, so never mind, everything's fine. But who knows what else they have? What if he has like a knife hidden in his fur? But we're still coming back from my little whoopsie last turn. We haven't lost too much for it, and actually being able to use that Rhyhorn was very good for us to accelerate forward. So if you think about it, all things still come of which. And you know, as they say, the witch does always win, which is probably a little bit early to be calling that for tonight. But I'm not worried, Bulls. Are you worried? I'm not worried. See, our opponent is so frazzled by the lack of pins that were left in my beautiful dancing baby girl Lilligant V-Star that he has no idea what he's going to be doing forward. And there's the Flapple being moved with the air balloon on it so they can go out into the Raikou, who I assume they're accelerating here with Dynamotor so that they will be able to hit our Lilligant V-Star for at least that 160. It's actually 140 now unless they play more bench Pokemon. I do imagine they'll fill up their bench here, which is actually only going to be 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140, 160. Wait, I went from 80 to 120, 140. I'm a witch, not a mathematician. My magic is cool and hip and involves very few numbers. But let's just see what they don't do anything else with their turn. I think our opponent might be timing out here. Or their hand is just really bad, but they didn't even use the Dynamotor. What matters is that we are going to be able to take this out. However, so I'm going to put the Kikatot down, and we're going to Gardenias before we do anything else, because I'm not going to be a silly little witch today. I'm going to put these both down on Hisuian Lilligant V. Then I'm going to Star Perfume of the Cricketune, then Flapple, 2 energy. Didn't really matter what order we did this part in, but I'm gonna pick up the V-Star here. Just make sure we have it set up. Need to put another down for this kill. Then, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Not 120. 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. It's still not killing me here. The difference between the 20s here is actually so small. So with a choice band to hit 260, the most this can get here is 200 if both pinches are full. And then 230 with a choice band. 30 lingering damage from something if possible. I'm not going to push our luck. We're not going to put down both of our Aptons. There's no point here. I am going to put this air balloon down on this other B, because if we get our next choice band, we're going to want to put it on our Shaman for maximum kills. And then I'm going to actually just hit Parasol Spin here, not put anything back into my hands. Take out the Fluffle. Fluffy. I hate the Fluffle. They're Fluffy. They're not Appley, like me. Each of my little apple trainer 2, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3. What's the worst that could happen? However, I do believe our opponent has good and conceded this game, especially since that poor luck with their Pincurchin. Either way, we're in a very comfortable position ahead here. We're well set up for the future, just knocking them down left and right, and we do grab the win. I think these games were very funny as far as they went into the plays that we were making, but it did give me a chance to showcase multiple things in the deck that I wanted to do, which is mostly just Flapple, because we didn't get a lot of Flapple action in our last video. And then also, obviously, we got to see Lilligant, and really cool. Sometimes that's all you need. So there will be more videos like this coming out soon. I know you guys enjoyed the last TCGO videos. I really appreciate that. This is our last one with this specific version of this deck, but there is another version I want to showcase, which I'm very excited to do, and I can't wait for you to see it. It feels a little more refined, but this pure barbaric energy. See, I said refined, and I was like, how do I describe this one then? I know, barbaric. Because she's just beating people to death with her flowy little fists. And if you like this video though, please drop a like, maybe even a comment, absolutely a subscribe if you can. We're only 5 off here from 50, and I have big plans for the future, especially when Scarlet and Violet are out, especially with TCG videos as well, if everybody's been enjoying them as you have been. So please continue to do so. Please continue liking me, the Witch of the Veil, and I will see you guys here again soon. Good night for now, ghouls.